Hello friends, schoolsteps.in welcomes you all. In this tutorial, we will learn how to run the Hello World program for wearable devices on Eclipse. It is comparatively very easy to run Android Wear application on Android Studio, though it is little tricky with Eclipse. Let's do it. We are assuming that Java 7 with Android SDK is already installed on your machine. Open up SDK Manager and check the Android SDK versions installed on your machine. On my machine, everything is latest as of now. If you observe the SDK tools, platform tools and build tools, these are the latest as of now. Other than that, I have both Android L as well as Android 4.4W installed on my machine. Though to run the wearable programs, you need only Android 4.4W. Though on my machine, both Android L and 4.4W are installed. If you observe, I have installed everything under Android L and same is with Android 4.4W. So other than these two, what we need to take care of is we need to look for extras. And we need to make sure that Google repository, the latest version of Google repository is installed on our machine. We'll be needing it to run our program on Eclipse. Other than that, I have three things more installed on my machine. One is a Google Play services, Android support library and Android support repository. After you install the latest SDK, open up the folder where the SDK is installed. Open this, look for extras, look for Google. This folder is the result of the Google repository which we installed. Open it, look for M2 repository, open it, go to com, Google, Android and look for support wearable 1.0.0 and you will get a file with the extension AAR. Copy this file and paste it in a temp folder. I have pasted the file in a temp folder named Android Wear Library. Let's extract it. If you need, you can change the extension to zip before extracting it. Let's do it. Let's quickly rename the folder. Open it and look for classes.jar. Make a new folder with the name libs. Cut the classes.jar and paste it inside the libs. Next step is to open up Eclipse. Go to File, New, Other. Type Android here. Look for Android project from existing code. Click Next. Browse here and give the path of the folder which you have just created inside the temp folder. This one is the temp folder that I had created and this folder is the one which I renamed inside my temp folder. Make sure this one is selected. Click Finish and it will create a project for you. If you observe, this project is giving us few errors. Right click on the project, go to Properties, select Android on the left hand side. First thing you have to make sure that Android 4.4W is selected here. Make it is library. Apply. OK. And the errors will be gone. Next thing we need to do is to create a project for wearable devices. Go to File, click New, go to Other, type Android here and look for Android application project. Click Next. Let's give the name Hello World Wear. Minimum required SDK for us is API 20 KitKat Wear. Let everything else remain same. Click on Next. 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 If you observe here, we do not have anything with the name Android Wearable Activity here. Till the version 4.4W, it was available, but in the latest version, that is 4.4L, this activity is not visible here. So we need to go with the blank activity. Click on next and click finish. It will create a project with the name Hello World VR for you. Now the first thing we need to do is to connect our Hello World VR project with the wearable lib project. So for that, right click on the Hello World VR project, go to properties, select Android on the left hand side. Make sure that Android 4.4W is selected here and click on add. Here you will get wearable lib, select it and click OK. Make sure you do not check is library now because this is a simple Android project. Click on apply, click OK. So that way we have created a link between the Hello World VR project and the wearable lib project. After creating the link, the first thing you need to do is to expand RES folder. Go to the layout folder, right click on layout, go to new, other, type layout here. Choose Android XML layout file, go to next, type rect shape here and choose relative layout. Click next and click finish. In the similar way, create another file with the name roundshape.xml. Open the graphical layout of roundshape.xml. On the left hand side, you will see the large text. Drag it and place it somewhere in the center. Change the text on the right hand side to Hello World round. And in the similar way, go to the rectshape.xml, go to the graphical layout, say Hello World rect here. Practically in this example, we will not be using the rect shape, we'll be only using the round shape. But it's just for your understanding that we are making both the files. The next thing you need to do is to go to the source of activity main.xml. Select the entire code, delete it and replace it with this code. This entire piece of code is available on the link given in the description. Further, if you use Android Studio in place of Eclipse, this code gets generated automatically. Save it. If you observe these two lines, this is the rect layout and this one is the round layout. Rect layout is pointing to the rect shape and round layout is pointing to the round shape. These are the two XML files which we have just created. Next thing is to go to the main activity.java. Under the main activity.java, look for the function onCreate and add some piece of code here. Define a variable, private text view here, save it and import everything. Again, this piece of code is available in the link given in the description. Let's quickly have a look at the code. Here we are creating the object of the watch view stub. In the next line, we are creating the layout inflated listener and we are overriding the method on layout inflated. In this particular method, we are calling a text view. So remember, we created two text views. One is with the name rect and another one is the round. Let's go to the source of roundshape.xml and change the ID of the text view to text view round. Go to main activity again and let's call id dot text view round here. This piece of code is for your understanding only. Even if you comment this particular piece of code, the Hello World program will run here. I will explain in detail about this piece of code in our coming tutorials. The last thing which we need to do is to go to the values folder, expand it and look for styles.xml. Open it. Go to the source of styles.xml. Here we need to remove the entire piece of code and replace it with this piece of code. So basically all we are changing is the parent of the style. Here we are going to give theme.device default and by default here we have theme.light. So let's delete this piece of code and put our piece of code. Save it. That is it. We are done with our application. Let's quickly create one AVD file to run our program. Open up the AVD manager, go to create. Let's give the name my VR AVD. The device name is, look for Android VR round. Target is 4.4W, API level 20. Make sure to choose 4.4W. CPU, let's choose Android VR ARM. Skin is the Android VR round. That is it. And click on OK. It will create one AVD file for you. That is it. Close it and run our program. Right click on the program and say run as Android application. Here we go. Here is the output of our program. Slide it on the right hand side and it will take you to the home screen. Click anywhere. It will give you the list of the programs. Scroll it up. You will see start. Click on start and it will give you Hello World VR. Click here. Again it will give you Hello World round, which is the output of our program. Friends, with this I take your leave. Thank you so much. Please like our page on facebook.com/letsandroid. If you have any query, do write us at info@schoolsteps.in or schoolstepsin@gmail.com. Thank you.